And my dad said, yes, you can borrow the van, but you have to make a delivery. It's up Benedict Canyon, and we lived up Benedict Canyon. You have to make a delivery, but you can't make the delivery right now, like 5:30, 6 o'clock on your way up the canyon to get ready, because as I understand, they're going to be out to dinner and they won't be home until after 7:30. So you have to deliver the bicycle on your way back down the canyon on the way out to pick up Janice. She lived on Rockingham out in Brentwood. So I would drop off the bicycle. Earlier that week, on Wednesday, so that'd be August 6th, Abigail Folger and Wojciech Frykowski came into the bike shop and bought for Abigail a very nice British bike, a Raleigh. And my father delivered the bicycle that Wednesday evening on his way home up the canyon. They contacted the store either Thursday or Friday and said, hey, we got the wrong color. It's not the one that we wanted. And my dad said, no problem. I'll stop by and do the exchange this evening. And that's when they said, well, we won't be home until after dinner or whatever. And so I got assigned to do the bicycle exchange and try not to arrive until after 7:30, after they would have arrived home from dinner. So my father had been to the address, obviously 2 evenings before, and he gave me directions on how to get in. He said, you're just going to pull up this long winding driveway. There'll be a gate at the end. Stop before the gate. There'll be a bush on your left, and hidden in the bushes, you just have to feel around for it with your hand, will be a button. You push that button and that will open the gate. And I remember driving in, and when I delivered a lot of bicycles, Anthony Quinn's home in Bel Air, and a lot of other interesting places, there would often be like a pressure plate, or like in the gas stations at the time you drive in, it would go ding, ding. That would let the guy know in the gas station to come out and wash your windshield and check your oil and pump your gas for you back in the old days. So I was looking for something to drive over that would trigger the gate to close behind me. So I looked pretty carefully. There was no pressure plate. There was no wires or anything to drive over. I just drove in, and I saw in the mirror as I was driving in that the gate just closed behind me. So I think after 60 seconds, it just closed. It was a less expensive gate. And I pulled up to the garage and opened up the van and took the correct colored bicycle out and parked it in the garage. The garage doors were open and the bicycle was in plain sight. So I took the bicycle out, put the other bicycle in, put them in the right location. So now I needed to let somebody know that I had done this. So I walked out around from the garage and across the driveway between the 2 parked cars and through a little gate and like a split rail fence with a gate, and then past a little wishing well and across the lawn and some flagstone stairs or to a flagstone front porch. And with a white door, I think it might have been like a Dutch door or whatever, rang the doorbell. And a gentleman came to the door. I didn't know who he was. I didn't recognize him. But later on, we learned it was Jay Sebring. And he seemed friendly. He had a black shirt on, kind of unbuttoned a couple of, maybe one extra button. Had a green bottle in his hand, might have been some kind of a inexpensive wine, like small, like a Spinata or something like that, like 8, 10, 12 ounce bottle. And I just told him that I was a delivery boy from the bicycle store, that I had picked up, as requested, the bicycle that they wanted to exchange, and dropped off the correct bicycle, left him in the garage. And he said, yeah, is everything okay? And so we exchanged maybe 25, less than 50 words. And he thanked me, and off I went, got back in my van. And it was easier to open the gate leaving because the button on the inside of the property was much more prominent. So you just drive over and push that button and then drive out the gate, knowing again that it would close automatically behind you.
The tentative identification of the persons are as follows: Sharon Polanski, Jay Sebring, Abigail Folger, Wojtek Frykowski, and another man who is unknown.